will this customer actually renew? Because in customer success, it's very easy to stay busy. Dashboards, QBRs, escalations, follow-ups, internal syncs. Your calendar is full, your Slack never stops, and yet the quiet doubt shows up. Are we actually moving the needle or just staying in motion? Most CS leaders don't struggle with effort, they struggle with clarity. We get caught in the day-to-day, responding fast, closing tickets, saving the moment, and we stop asking. Are these activities tied to outcomes? Or are they just inherited habits? Because activity can look like impact, but without alignment, it's just motion. Let me share a scenario I've seen far too often. On paper, the account looked healthy. High logins, low tickets, green health score. Everything looked fine. But what wasn't happening was more important. No executive conversations, no discussions about business outcomes, no curiosity from the customer about what more was possible. The team was responsive, efficient, busy, but the customer had already emotionally checked out. Then, 6 weeks before renewal, procurement shows up. Not to talk about value, to talk about price. That wasn't a sudden risk. It was a clarity gap. We were measuring activity, not alignment. When the conversation finally shifted from "here's what we have been doing for you" to "here's the problem you hired us to solve and how that's changed your business," everything changed. Not because we worked harder, but because we got clearer. Clarity in customer success is knowing what actually matters right now. Not every account needs heroics. Not every escalation needs urgency. Not every task deserves your team's energy. Without clarity, teams burn out. Leaders stay reactive and renewals feels like negotiations instead of continuations. Here's a simple check-in for you and your team. If you keep doing these activities for the next 2 quarters, what outcome actually changes? Retention, expansion, customer confidence? If the answer isn't obvious, that's not a performance problem, that's a clarity problem. Strong CS leadership isn't about doing more. It's about doing what moves the needle consistently. Because clarity doesn't just save renewals, it prevents surprise conversations. You're listening to Clarity with Priya, where calm meets clarity. I will see you in the next one.